sense the predators closing in? They smell your weakness. They would feast on it. Destiny to fulfill. I am tired of being disappointed by your lack of progress. The galaxy is finally united under a single banner. It should have been yours. My son struck a killing blow against you. Had I not interfered, you would be dead. Perhaps I should have let you go then. Despite your precious warship, a legion of allies, and my immense power at your disposal, you remain incomplete. The Force is with you, Jedi, but it will not defeat my son. It never could. Until you embrace your full potential, you will only be a pawn of fate, never its master.
Destiny isn't a personal choice. That's the whole point.
You grasp at understanding like a blind infant. The future is not a river to carry us. It is the ocean in which we drown if we are not prepared. You have two destinies, Outlander. In one, you defeat Arkham, claim the Eternal Throne, and remake the galaxy. In the other, you die alone, unmourned and forgotten. I brought you here to taste that defeat. Pitiful. Why did I ever believe you could change anything?
You have no idea what I'm capable of.
And neither do you. Therein lies the problem. This was a fraction of the pain my children can inflict. If you do not finish your training, become something greater, you will feel the full weight of their rage.
You keep saying I have to become more than I am, but you never explain what that means.
You demand a simple answer, refusing to look for it within. essence of your failure. I cannot stay to protect you any longer. There are matters to which I must attend, but I will leave you with a final token of my favor. Fulfill your destiny, and I promise to return.
You can exist outside my head? Where are you going? And why?
It is pointless to explain. You will understand when the time comes.
Cheer up, big brother. You're making me sad.
Father won't face me himself.
He's punishing you for stealing his chair.
He isn't angry. Father never feels anything. Not even when Vexen died.
He was a good brother. Brought me gifts from all the worlds he conquered.
I freed you from Father's control. I hope that earned your support.
My loyalties lie here, Arkan. Always.
Dragon's name!
For millennia, Jedi and Sith archived their knowledge in holocrons. These legacies preserve the wisdom of great minds. The focus was often on exploring mysteries of the Force, not the practical matters of government. After all, Jedi do not seek to lead, and it is in the nature of Sith to force their wills upon others, but a few sought to understand what it truly means to lead a civilization.
axe take you?
I've waited for you a long time. Welcome to my home, Outlander.
Jedi Master Satil Shan. Oh, I dreamed about meeting like this. Tell me it's really happening this time.
Whatever you believe this is, I'd rather not know. Yes, I'm going to offer a meal. Stop rushing me. You survived an ordeal. Come, sit. There's food.
Don't take this personally, but you've gotten strange.
I think we both have. Many things changed while you slept in Carbonite. I led the fight to save the Republic from Zakul. Nothing prepared me to face that enemy. I failed. Again and again.
This camp isn't new. You've been on Odessen for a while.
When the Republic surrendered to Arkan, I gave myself to the will of the Force. I left the core worlds and found this planet. We've been here for years, waiting.
We? Is there someone else here?
In the Force, we are never alone. We sensed your awakening on Zakul. Felt the presence of our old enemy guiding you. We witnessed the victories and defeats leading you here. When we found you in that clearing, we faced a choice. Bring you here, or end you there.
That's a little dark for a Jedi. I assume your training stopped you from killing me.
We felt something we'd lost for a long time. Hope. Valkorion strengthened your bond to the Force. You may be the greatest of us all, but your old training couldn't prepare you for what's to come. You have much to learn. Follow us. Seek the answers throughout the valley. You will know when you find them. No greater challenge than to change from within. But that is what we all must do to survive. powerful among us couldn't stand against the endless legions of Zakul. Even the Sith Empire learned that lesson too late. On countless worlds, once Jedi sacrificed themselves to delay inevitable defeat. We will not let you meet their fate. I went to Zakul in secret to see the Eternal Throne myself. I still bear the scars of that journey. On Odessen, light and dark exist in perfect balance, forming a nexus in the Force. There is another world like it, Zakul. Arkan and his knights learned to use the Force in a different way from Jedi and Sith. It's why we couldn't truly defeat them.
What makes Arkan and his followers so different from Jedi or Sith?
Jedi approach the Force as a companion, and Sith try to enslave it. But Arkan's knights believe the Force is their reward for serving an ideal. They swear their lives to the Eternal Emperor. The more they honor his commandments, the greater their power. The knights obey their master without question, sacrificing everything for his triumph. Devotion makes them strong. You must become stronger.
Master Satil, that goes against everything you ever taught me. It's the kind of thing Valkorion would say.
We are nothing like that man.
Darth Maul.
Valkorion destroyed my flesh, but not my reason for being.
Nothing can hurt you now. All that armor is pointless.
I appeared to you as I wish to be remembered. A symbol. After my defeat, I sought an ally to make things right again. But only one in all the galaxy was my equal. We met on this world. We argued, explored, and found an understanding. We now pass that knowledge to you.
If Jedi and Sith have found a way to work together, I want to know how.
No one is more surprised than I am to be here in this moment. But I trust the will of the Force.
We do not offer empty platitudes. We do not promise easy victory.
All we ask is that you listen with an open mind and learn from our failures.
To forge the future, you must first break with the past. Victory over Arkan requires new perspectives and new weapons.
Follow the will of the Force into the wilderness beyond this camp. Find what we left for you and meet us in the cave.
Arkan won't be conquered through passion or righteousness. He has emptied himself of weaknesses, like sentiment and morality. his empire through deceit and murder. He's accustomed to the dark. You must strike where he's blind, from within.
Be enough to defeat Arkan. His eternal throne and the fleeted commands are the greatest threats our galaxy has ever faced.
Teaches us to break our chains, but freedom is not your ultimate goal. You must anchor yourself to power. When Arkan lies defeated, your destiny is to take the eternal throne. Any other path will lead only into chaos.
Force is in motion, and we must follow. The old ways aren't enough. We'll show you the new way.
I dismissed the Jedi Code. I was wrong. There is no death. There is only the Force. And it has a plan. The will of the Force is a flowing current. You can follow or fight it, but it is always there.
Tick-tock, tick-tock, tick-tock. Tell me, do you believe in the future?
I have a future, Valen. But you don't.
Just the way I like it. Never again!
That was merely a warning, a vision. A bond to the Force as intense as yours brings with it powerful insight.
Heed what you saw. Behind Arkan stands Valen, and behind her, many others. They will all try to stop you. The weapon you wield was built for a different war, a different enemy. It no longer serves you. It must change, as you have.
Me to build a new lightsaber.
You will create a pure extension of the Force's will. One you alone control. With it, you can unite 1,000 stars.
We offer to add our strength to yours, but you must be the guiding hand. Focus the power and decide what form it takes.
I'm ready when you are. There's no limit I can't surpass. It's done.
That blade is part of you now. The next time you face Arkan in battle, he will not be ready for you.
But violence can only destroy. It doesn't inspire others to greatness, and it can never rebuild. Only a leader can do that.
I once thought it enough to be the unstoppable force between my people and the enemy. I faced Valkorion and refused to bend. That choice broke me and doomed the worlds I sought to defend.
I sent Jedi to fight an enemy I didn't understand because I believed in the justness of my cause. Those deaths still haunt me. We know what it means to fail those who counted on us. We would spare you that pain.
It's better for me to learn from your mistakes than repeat them.
Your brief time as the Supreme Commander of Jedi forces on Corellia tested you, and exposed your limitations.
Leading this alliance is unlike anything you have done before. Directing the war effort is a mere fraction of the burden you must bear.
You must not only know when to fight, but when to retreat, or even to make peace with your foe. There is an oasis not far from this cave. Your final lesson waits there.
Forget what your old masters taught you. Not even Valkorion understands. The Force is not an ally, slave, or transaction. Is a paradox. It empowers and imprisons. It destroys and unites. It binds the galaxy together and tears people apart. It has a will, but needs a commander.
You killed her children. She will devour you as revenge.
escape such raw fury.
Escape isn't always possible. If you accept that death has power over you, it stops being your enemy and becomes an ally. When that happens, you don't have to fight.
You created peace from a violent confrontation. Impressive. Some believe you're destined to walk this path. Others think you make the choices that decide their fates.
Your alliance will collapse if you do not know yourself and the ideal you serve. Do you understand?
Whatever fate has in store for me and the Alliance, I'm ready.
Your way is clear, and so is ours. Do you feel it, Mar? The Force draws us elsewhere.
The exile on Odyssey is over.
A new path has opened, thanks to you. Our duty is to follow it.
Nothing's more important than staying to help me defeat Arcann.
Our time has passed. This is your war to fight. Trust in the path ahead. The Alliance awaits its commander. Farewell.
Sub-level 4 open. No guards. So close to a new kill record.
We should have canceled her mission when the commander disappeared. She's unstable.
She's ahead of schedule, and the casualties are acceptable.
So glad to have your support.
The relay station is only 3 levels away. Be prepared to slice the Gemini frequency the moment you're inside.
She terrorized our home, and we let her go back. It's not too late for Havoc Squad to finish this off right. Demolish the whole facility.
Over your dead body.
Or yours. Let's not be picky.
I sent Khalil on this mission for a reason. Let her work.
Where the blazes have you been?
Valkorion dragged me into the wilderness and almost killed me. Then, he left my mind to go somewhere else. He wouldn't say. I found Satil Shan, with the spirit of Darth Maul. They helped me build a new lightsaber to defeat Harkon. They're a team now, following the will of the Force.
That's an awful lie. It must be true.
Blast it. Sky troopers. At least a dozen. Almost ran right into them.
Don't panic, maybe they didn't see you.
If they did, things are about to get exciting.
Khalil, come in. Come in. No signal.
We need a contingency plan. If they capture her, turn her against us?
We can't evacuate Odessa. We just finished decorating the place.
I warned you this would happen. We're going in.
Khalil had her chance. It's your turn, Major.
We won't let you down, Commander. Havoc Squad, move out.
Still no word from Major Jorgen or Khalil.
Everything within a kilometer of the spire has been locked down. No signal gets in or out of that zone.
I warned you that Gemini frequency mission was dangerous. If they're alive, it won't be for much longer.
If they're dead, so be it. We still need to sabotage the Eternal Fleet, and the Gemini frequency is our best chance.
We can't get anywhere near the spire without fighting every defender on Zakul. We don't have the forces for that.
There's always another way. We'll find it. Destiny's on our side, remember?
Destiny must wait for the proper time. Now's not it.
I'll alert you the moment I hear anything, but until then, we're just wasting time here.
We could all use a break to regroup. That includes you, Theron.
I'm too tired to argue. Oh, almost forgot. Hylo Viz asked to see you, Commander. Wouldn't say why, but it sounded important.
Hey, Commander, got a sec?
What's on your mind?
We're doing our best to keep the supply lines running, but most of the people I deal with aren't exactly philanthropists. We can't keep running this thing on goodwill and borrowed credits.
You're saying we need a steady income?
Or a really big slush fund. But look, I didn't just come here with complaints. I know a guy with a habit of showing up when someone's in need. He's reached out with an offer we can't really refuse, much as I might want to. You should meet him.
So he's what? A loan shark?
No, just a liar. And a cheat. And a thief. The only thing to trust about him is that he can do what he promises. Hear him out. Come on.
Well, this has been an interesting diversion, but I think it's time to wrap things up. I call.
Come on, Lana. Now? I fold.
So soon? Must be quite a hand. Let's see it.
But how? You discarded every chance you got and never locked a card the whole round. The odds are astronomical. You cheated.
Yeah, even if I did. You sure the old boss of Sith intelligence wants to admit some shifty alien got the better of her?
Wasted no time turning the card table into a graveyard.
It's my preferred method of execution.
Commander, the most untrustworthy scoundrel I know. Untrustworthy scoundrel, the Commander.
She never was big on formalities. Galt Renault, at your service.
Hello, Galt. I hear you have an offer for me.
The Eternal Empire spent the last 5 years pillaging every world in the known galaxy. Now, how'd you like to turn all that plundering into a profit for you and yours?
I'm listening.
I happen to know where they're keeping all that ill-gotten gain. Better yet, I've got a surefire plan to steal it right out from under their noses. I just need the help of a few talented, tough customers to see it through.
And my alliance is the perfect place for recruitment.
I've already picked out the ones we'll need. Ever heard of the Gilded Star? I'll stop you there. You haven't. It's one of the Eternal Empire's most tightly guarded secrets. A floating treasury circling the depths of a massive gas giant. The ship and the buried treasure all wrapped up into one neat little package. Well, maybe not little. By my estimation, it's the greatest sum of wealth gathered in one place since the Hutt Empire was a thing. So, you in? When you're ready to get this show on the road, we'll be heading to Vanden to lay some groundwork. Looking forward to this, partner. There she is, Vanden. Mind the ledges when you're walking around unless you fancy a death by scenic view.
You haven't mentioned why we're here.
Giant barge, full of money. Is this ringing any bells? It's out there somewhere, swimming below sight and scan range. Something about the magnetism here plays havoc with sensors and cheap fillings. Bottom line is, we'll never find the Gilded Star out there, which is all the more reason to get our preparations underway. Such as picking up the last member of our illustrious crew.
How many people are we going to need?
Half a dozen, give or take. This is the last one unaccounted for. Should be in a warehouse not far from the dockyards. I'll point out the place when I see it. This is the place. Ah, that container over there. So, this plan I mentioned, it's going to take the best identity forger this side of the galaxy to pull off. Problem is, he's been in hiding, specifically in that, for a long time. He probably won't be too thrilled to have visitors, especially not visitors who had his safe house shipped a few thousand parsecs unannounced. Be on your toes.
So you kidnapped him?
It's more of a change of address.
Dretcher, is it? They always say retirement's a good time to travel. Why don't you come and check out the new scenery?
Tiresias, you've got a lot of nerve showing your ugly mug to me again.
Tiresias?
Just a name I carried around for a while, no use to anybody now. I think you've got me confused for someone else, friend. Name's Galt Renell. Got a business proposition I think you'll want to hear about.
You can't play dumb with me, Ty. I know that face better than you do.
What do you mean?
He's seen a lot of my work. I even made him a perfect duplicate. Better than perfect. My version didn't talk. I've had enough of helping that fraud fake his own death. This time, it's gonna stick. A little for your hospitality. You failed without any details.
Being stopped.
Still can't roll with the punches. You perfectionist types never learn. There's no such thing as a sure thing.
Why are we trying to recruit someone who wants to kill you?
He's the one with the crutch. After I made that body double, he went and swindled half of Nar Shaddaa in my name.
Because Dretcher is literally the only one I trust to pull this off.
It's taken everything I know to stay hidden in this little prison. Every time I start to think I can leave, someone snitches on my new identities.
That true?
So maybe I encourage Dretcher's early retirement. This little box is cozier than a coffin and a better place to reflect on how stupid trying to blackmail me was. But hey, ancient history, am I right? I'm more than willing to forget about our past disagreements if you do one more job for me.
I can never help you again.
Listen, Dretcher, I don't know how much you know about life on the outside these days, but it's bad. If you want there to be something left to look forward to when you come out, I need your help.
And if you think it's hard to live under the scanners now, just wait until the Eternal Empires fully stake their claim on the galaxy.
Job.
Sit tight, Dretch, and get reacquainted with the concept of hygiene. We've got one more stop to make before we get to the fun part. Punctual, gentlemen. Glad you could make it all this way. No trouble acquiring my little request, I take?
It's here. You got our money?
Of course, friend, but I'd be remiss if I didn't ask to see the goods first.
Satisfied?
I think you need to tell me more about this plan.
We're getting to that part just as soon as we're finished here.
You got our money?
About that, I was really thinking we should renegotiate the price. You know, seeing as I don't need the whole missile. Yeah, I thought you might feel that way.
Launch sequence initiated. Target acquired. Total atomic dispersal in T-1 minute.
You son of a... Make it stop!
Nah.
Are you insane?
Not while I'm negotiating.
T-55 seconds. Warhead primed. Suffering index set to maximum.
You're gonna pay for this!
Suckers.
Abort sequence aborted. No stopping me now.
Ah, what did she do to this thing? Come on, it's not responding.
I think the pirates had the right idea.
If this thing really goes off here, it won't help.
Tampering detected. Emergency detonation in 5 seconds. Nice try, jerks.
Now, I cannot tell if she did a terrible job rewiring this or too good a one.
3. Oh, so close. 2. I can't wait. 1.
Ha ha.
Come on, that was pretty good. Admit it.
One of yours, I presume.
Allow me to introduce my partner, Vet. She has a habit of getting where she's not wanted. Like on your nerves, for instance. Did you get the warhead, or were you too busy practicing your lines?
Yes, I got it, Grumpy Pants. Though I guess those lizard brains will have figured out nothing's exploded by now. I'll see if I can't distract them.
Time to make ourselves scarce. We'll see you back at the hideout.
Toodles!
Istin koto, ataja kapatonka, jisa bicha.
You'll feel that later.
Gigi no lia makachisa.
If you're still wondering why you're here, it isn't to check out the Tabana gas bars. There's a stealth cruiser loaded with more precious metals than a Hutt's taste in art hiding down in the lower atmosphere, and it's about to come up for air.
And while the Gilded Star is roosting at the Skyhook for its annual resupply, we're going to rob it blind.
How do you even know about that?
A little bird told us. I speak stool pigeon.
Even if you do know where it's going to be, it's got a full military complement on board. And a vault that could survive the ship being reduced to atoms.
Most people would consider it impregnable, but we aren't most people, are we, Senya?
You do seem to know a lot about our target.
Yes, well, I should. Overseeing the Gilded Star was among my duties when I still served Valkorion.
Then you are privy to its operational protocols.
I doubt they're still the same.
You don't have to run the thing. Just get Scorpio to the ship's control center.
There's no way we could infiltrate that far into the ship undetected.
Well, maybe, maybe not, but I'm pretty sure High Justice Valen can go wherever she pleases.
You're gonna have Senya pose as Valen.
We've got the best identity doctor this side of the galaxy, and as close to a genetic match as we're gonna get.
I could never match Valen's gene sequence like that. Although, maybe simulating data corruption in her IT.
And create enough doubt to bluff her way through. Dear old mom can manage that, right? Once Valen and her attaché droid are on board, they head to the bridge, seize control of the ship, and allow the rest of us to do our parts.
Like cracking the vault. It isn't controlled by the network, so I've got to get into the guts of the ship to reach the mechanism. I'll need your help.
Meanwhile, Lana and Koth will bridge airlocks with a tanker transport I've secured for the goods.
How are we going to carry an entire treasury's worth of loot out of the vault before anyone catches on?
Oh, we won't be carrying anything out of the vault. That's another story. Remember how Senya mentioned the vault could withstand everything outside being vaporized? The same applies to what we're setting off inside.
The warhead.
Exactly. I'll be pulling up the rear with a disintegration bomb. Once it's done its job, we pump the atmosphere into the waiting tanker and make our escape.
What's the exit strategy?
Once that sucker explodes, the crew's going to notice. Everybody's just going to have to hightail it to the transport before they catch on.
Now, since we've got less than a day before the Gilded Star rolls into port, I suggest everybody get real familiar with their part.
I picked out a discreet vantage point near the Skyhook. Better get in position.